A state of emergency was declared yesterday. The military has been called in to restore order. Now we are waiting on the resignation of the president. That was expected to happen yesterday. What is the status on that? Is there a vacuum of power now, even though we have the prime minister being named as the acting president?
So Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has been appointed the acting president by gazette from Gotabaya Rajapaksa. And this gives him the full powers of the executive presidency. We understand that on the 20th of July, Parliament will elect a president from within its membership of 225, and that particular president will basically carry out the rest of Gotabaya Rajapaksa's term, which is a couple more years, and a new cabinet would be formed. The fly in the ointment that people have been talking about is what sort of political maneuvering is going on behind the scenes amongst the parliamentarians, and questions are being asked as to why they have taken nearly a week to deliberate amongst themselves to come up with a candidate. Of course, Parliament is divided quite a lot on the types of candidates, but one hopes for the aspirations of the country and for political stability that this process will get done very smoothly, and we will have a new president who's able to restore political stability and the rule of law as soon as possible.
Now, we're going to need to see a government put in place before an IMF bailout can be discussed. What is your expectations on what any kind of governmental help will look like?
So essentially, the IMF program is on process. There was an IMF team in the country 2 weeks ago, and they talked about a staff level agreement of $3 to $4 billion. And this will bring tax rises, bringing up utility prices to world levels, as well as ensuring that the central bank raises interest rates to control galloping inflation at the moment. The IMF program also brings some elements to keep expenditure on track, and that means social welfare measures will be kept. So it's a fairly mild program, and this, though, will take about 6 months because there are talks going on with creditors on Sri Lanka's debt. There are private ISB holders who are bulk of our debt, and there's 7.6 billion owed to China. And this process, as you know, is quite tricky and complicated. So about 6 months, and one hopes some normalcy will be restored in the economy next year in 2023.